Hi, hi, my name is Nikisha. Welcome to the Canadian Immigration TV, where we provide weekly updates on Canadian immigration. So I'm just waiting on a few more persons to join the live. Today's rather an interesting topic. We'll be talking about why persons leave to Canada. Research states that there's a large amount of persons that migrate to Canada each year, and the same amount of persons tend to leave Canada every year. So today we'll talk about why. Why do they leave Canada? Why? All right, so the first reason why they leave, is the weather. So the weather in Canada is typically very cold, especially during the winter season. When you're accustomed to warm weather back home, it becomes depressing at times to endure such cold weather conditions in Canada. And so that's why a lot of persons leave Canada. Another reason why persons leave Canada is the high cost of living, especially in Toronto, Ontario. Persons tend to complain that prices for house have gone sky high, and so some persons will tend to move to other provinces in Canada, such as New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, where they can obtain cheaper cost of living there. Right. So the third reason why persons move out of Canada is due to underemployment. And this is so especially for persons that are part of licensed profession, right? So back home, you were probably a doctor, you were working as a doctor. You now migrate to Canada and you realize that you have to seek certification in order to work in Canada. So many persons will normally have to go back to school because they are not going to be as so underemployment is a key issue why persons leave Canada. I know a friend of mine, she was a nurse, and when she came to Canada, she had to license all over. So at that point, she had to evaluate her credentials. And in evaluating her credentials, she also had to get relicensed, or else she could not practice in Canada. So, and sometimes that can be frustrating to some persons. So they would want to go to another country or move back home where their qualification is sufficient for them to work in their profession rather than going back to school. The fourth reason why persons leave Canada, social isolation. So when you're back home, you're accustomed to meet and greet with your family and friends. Now, when you come to Canada, you're in a country by yourself. Sometimes you don't have friends right away, especially if you just moved to Canada. It takes some time for you to build friendship, and you're just here by yourself, basically in another country by yourself, and at times some persons tend to feel lonely and often can lead to a state of depression. So that is another. Social isolation is another reason why some persons move back home. Another reason why persons move out of Canada is due to healthcare, right? We know that healthcare in Canada is free, but even though healthcare in Canada is free, persons tend to have to wait long periods of time to see their GP, because back home you will tend to have private facility. Once you can afford it, then you can go to a private facility to seek medical attention. While in Canada, everybody uses the same healthcare facility, and so sometimes appointment and wait for you to see your healthcare. So another reason why persons leave Canada, you feel some persons feel segregated, right? You feel that you're a part of a minority group, and especially when you come to a country like Canada, there are various ethnicity groups, and some persons coming from a Caribbean country, a Nigerian, Ghana, and all those countries, you may sometimes feel like as if you're being segregated at times. So that's another reason why persons tend to leave Canada, right? Another reason why persons leave Canada is due to retirement. So after you have worked years in Canada, right, some persons are now of the age of retirement, and they may feel as if I just want to spend my retirement years back home with my family and friends where I can enjoy it because I've worked all my life in Canada. So you will realize that a lot of persons will tend to move back home when they are of retirement age. So that is also another, and that is the reason why Canada tend to actually need immigrants, because they want to fulfill those labor shortage due to persons retiring from the profession or even moving out of the country, right? Another reasons why, if you will say to most persons, they will say, well, I came to Canada because in the long run, I need a Canadian passport. And that is their goal. That is their goal that they actually set out before coming to Canada. So once they have obtained that Canadian passport, persons tend to leave shortly after they would have obtained that Canadian passport, because it's a very powerful passport. You can travel multiple countries, and persons just need to have a Canadian passport. So after they would have obtained, then they normally tend to leave Canada, right? Another reason why some persons may say Canada has no work-life balance. It seems as if you just work to pay bills. Um, there is no probably attractions that are available compared to what I'm used to in my country. Depending on if you're in Ontario, there might be several attractions, but for persons living outside of Ontario, sometimes they might experience less attractions, and so they feel as if Canada does not offer a work-life balance and out of Canada. And the reason why is when you're working in your country, getting at least 1 month vacation, but in Canada, depending on where you work, some persons have minimum vacation leave. Some persons will only get 2 weeks for vacation, while in other countries and their own countries, they are entitled to 1 month. So failure to comply with that norm, persons tend to move out of Canada because of how the work system is basically scheduled. And some persons may also say that I don't see me being at the top of my career while I be in Canada because their system is more so to facilitate persons that would have been born Canadian to get senior positions in rank, while they may feel a bit stagnant as if their career is not progressing. So some persons will want to move out of Canada for that reason. So I have come to the end of my video. If you have not subscribed, do remember to like this video, give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And you can just shoot me a comment in the comment section below and just let me know which topic you would want to see me talk about in my next video. So today's topic was reasons why persons move out of Canada. So if you enjoyed that video, just as I said before, just give this video a thumbs up and I will see you in my next immigration update.